Hey everyone, Gabriel here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a case study on a very successful dropshipping store that generates an estimated $1 million per month in revenue, and the majority of that comes from just one product. Now this is not one of my stores, but this is a store that I've been following for a while, and by looking at the way that they do things, especially the way that they run Facebook ads, I've been able to learn a lot and take some of that to implement for my own stores. And so I thought that it'd be a good idea to make this case study video where I really break down their strategy and give you my perspective on why they're doing so well, and hopefully you guys can learn a lot from that. So without wasting any more time, let's just hop right into the case study. Alright, so I want to start off by giving you a little overview about the store, what they sell, what their store looks like, etc. And then I'm actually going to dive deep into their advertising strategy and show you how their ads evolved over time and how they stayed consistent with their Facebook ads for almost a year, and how they're still staying consistent right now, a year after they launched. And so that's the part that I'm most excited for, breaking down the ads, but just so you guys get a better understanding, I'm going to give you a little overview first. So the store was created on April 30th, 2018, so just over a year ago from the time that I'm recording this video, and I know this by checking their page information, right? So I went on their Facebook page, and then I just went to the info and ads section, and I saw that this page was created on April 30th. And in the last 6 months, they're averaging 630,000 visitors per month. Now this is an estimate by SimilarWeb, but that's a lot of visitors, right? So they're doing very, very well for themselves. Now I actually just want to hop into their website quickly to give you an idea of what it looks like. Alright, so here we are on littlestyleshop.com. This is their store, and as you can see, it's quite underwhelming, right? This isn't what you'd expect a 7-figure store to look like. They don't even have a logo. They're just using debut theme, and it's not even customized very well, right? They have all this white space here, which looks kind of odd. I'm not a huge fan of this banner here. And overall, they're just a general store that sells a bunch of random products, right? They even have duplicates of their products here, which is really confusing and really weird. So clearly, as you can see, making a good, fancy looking store, making their store look really nice was not a priority for them at all. What they did focus on is making really, really good ads, and I'm gonna get into that in a few minutes. And the second thing is picking really good products. So the design of their store really wasn't a big factor for them here. Now, in terms of products, their biggest product by far was this posture corrector here. The vast majority of their sales and traffic, I would think, came from this one product. I did a bit of research, and this is by far what they advertised the most. This other product here, this bunion corrector, they also advertised it a little bit, but not nearly at the scale at which this product was being advertised. So let's take a look at the product page. Now, the product page actually looks quite nice. Although they don't have a logo here, which I really do find quite strange. They don't have a logo at this point, but the product page is actually quite nice. So they have the product photos here showing both men and women, which is great. The product is selling for $27.50, which that's a good price considering that it's $4.30 with 7-day shipping. Actually, no, the 7-day shipping is $3.50, right? So for like $8 or less than $8, they can get 7-day shipping for this product. So they have really good margins for this product. They're doing quantity breaks here, which is great. And then the product description is very well done. So why do I need this? And then they're explaining why poor posture is bad for you, and why you should give this a shot. Sizing instructions, why body wellness. And then this is another thing that I think they did really well, is objection handling. In the case of this posture corrector, one of the most common objections is this is going to weaken my muscles, right? If I rely on a posture corrector to have a good posture, when I take it off, it's going to weaken my muscles. And so they handled that objection right here. Will this weaken my back muscles? No, it will not. And then they explain why it doesn't. Will this pinch my arms and shoulders? Same thing, right? This is another objection that people might have. Can women wear this too? Can I wear it under my shirt, right? That's another objection that people have. They don't want people to know they're wearing a posture corrector. So if they can wear it under their shirt, then they're more, they're okay to buy it. And then here they have some testimonials, which is also good. And then here, another common objection why people don't want to buy from your site is, what if I don't like it, right? Is there an easy way to return it or to get a refund? And so they handle that right here, easy refunds. If for whatever reason you're not satisfied, you can easily and quickly contact our customer support to get an easy refund. So they're handling that objection here. And then the shipping times here, this is also good. High demand, order arrives between 9 to 13 days on average. This is good. It's really good to be transparent about your shipping times, even if they're not the fastest. 9 to 13 days on average. That's not that fast. It's pretty good. And it's when you have a shipping time this good, you should be very transparent about it, because a lot of people have ordered from Facebook ads in the past and they had to wait over a month, right? And so if you reassure them that your order is going to arrive between 9 to 13 days, in around 2 weeks, they're going to be fine with ordering from you, and they're going to appreciate the fact that you're transparent about it. And so, yeah, overall, pretty good product description, right? They really hit every point. They said, why do you need it? They outlined the problem, and then they handled all the objections that people could have to ordering. So if we wanted to estimate how much this store is actually making, we could look at the average number of visitors per month that they're getting, which is 630,000 per month, according to SimilarWeb. And we could look at the estimated earnings per visitor. And to calculate this, we can use the average order value and the conversion rate. So if we estimate the average order value to be at $30 US, which I think is reasonable, they're selling the posture corrector for 27, and then they have a few upsells and discounted pricing and so on. So if we take an average order value of $30 US and a 5% conversion rate, that would be $1.5 per visitor. And so this would take us to an estimated $945,000 per month in revenue. Now, this is a conservative estimate. Obviously, I have no way of knowing how much they're actually generating exactly, but I would estimate it at $950K per month revenue. And then if we just assume 20 to 25% profit margins, which is standard for e-commerce and drop shipping, that would be $200 to $250K per month profit. So they're making a good sum of money. They're doing very, very well for themselves, and they're consistent with it, right? They've been consistent ever since ever since 2018 when they started. So a very interesting case study, and now we can get into their strategy, which is the exciting part. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of their marketing strategy, and then I'm actually going to hop into AdSpy, which is a Facebook ads spy tool, and I'm going to be able to show you all their ads over time and how they evolved and what they were changing to really scale those ads. And I think that's going to be the most valuable part of this video, because I always talk about how you need to test different scroll stoppers and thumbnails and ad copies and headlines, but people don't really seem to understand, and I can never give concrete examples from my own stores, right? Because I don't want to reveal my own stores. And so I'm excited to actually to show you this, because I'm going to be able to show you their ads over time and how everything was changing and all the different things that they were testing. And so that's going to be a very interesting part of this video, so stay tuned for that. So their strategy is that they're a general store, but they're focused on marketing one product at once. And they're only using Facebook ads for traffic, and they're focused on making really good ads with original content, right? And original content is key here. They're not just taking people's ads or taking clips from YouTube and editing them together. They're recording content with the product, content that's never been seen on the Facebook ads platform, and then they're editing it, and then they're running that as an ad, right? So I'm going to show you actually that at the start they were trying to take someone else's ad, and that wasn't working out for them, and then they started making their own ads and it started working. So that's a big point here. Now, like I said here, they're relentlessly testing ad variations. So as soon as they saw that the posture corrector was selling very well, they started testing a ton of different ads for it, and that's how they were able to scale so much, is by relentlessly testing. And so I'm going to show you this in a second. And this last part here is also very interesting, is how they stayed consistent by using different scroll stoppers that appeal to different audiences. So if you don't know what a scroll stopper is, what it is the first 3 or 4 seconds at the start of a video that are going to get you to stop scrolling on your feed, right? If you're just scrolling down your feed, it's going to stop you from scrolling because it gets your attention. That's what a scroll stopper is meant to do. And how they manage to stay consistent is by using different scroll stoppers that appeal to different audiences. So for example, you could have a scroll stopper with the men, that's probably going to appeal to men, and then you could do the same thing with a woman, and that's going to appeal to women, and then you have double the audience to target. And that's how they stayed consistent, is they appeal to different age groups, different genders, different countries by using different scroll stoppers. And they never know which one it's going to appeal to, right? They just test different scroll stoppers and they hope that it works. So actually, let's hop into AdSpy so I can show you all this. All right, so here we are on AdSpy, and if you don't know what AdSpy is, it's basically a Facebook ads database. So it has a massive database of ads that's constantly updated, and then you can use these filters to search through them, right? So you can search for, ads that are just Shopify stores, and this is good for product research. Or you can search like I did by advertiser and see all the ads of a specific advertiser, even the ones that they're not running anymore, right? You can search for specific text in the ads if you're trying to find ads for a specific product, or you can search in the comments. If you want to find dropshipping stores, you can search in the comments like I just ordered mine or something like that. So this is a really, really useful, very powerful tool. The only drawback is that it's quite expensive. It's $150 a month. So it's not for beginners, but if you're already running Facebook ads all the time and you're looking for, for a little edge that you can get, then this tool is perfect for you. And I actually have a free trial link for you guys in the description. It is an affiliate link, so I will get a commission if you end up purchasing it, but using an affiliate link is the only way that you're going to get a free trial. There's no other way to get a free trial. If you search on Google AdSpy and you just try to sign up there, they're going to ask you to pay right away. So by using my link, you can actually just play around with it without entering a card or anything. You can use it for free until they stop you. So yeah, make sure to check that out if you're interested. But that's not even the point. I'm not just trying to sell you on using AdSpy here. I actually want to use it to look at little style shops ads over time for the posture corrector. If I just went on their page on Facebook, I could only see the ads that they're running right now, but thanks to AdSpy, I can actually look and see how their ads progressed over time. So I put the date oldest on top, I put the advertiser, little style shop, and ad text posture, because I only want to see posture corrector ads. They have a few other products that they were advertising, and so I only want to look at the posture corrector ads. So this right here is their first posture corrector ad. It was created on July 29th, 2018. And as you can see, it really didn't do well. So let's take a look at what that ad was like. Introducing the Body Architect's Posture Corrector. So the first thing you notice is that this is a stolen ad, right? It literally says introducing the Body Architect's Posture Corrector. Body Architect is a private label brand that sells this posture corrector. You can see they have their logo on it here, right? And so they actually tested the product by stealing someone's ad. And you can see that it really didn't do that well, right? They had 10 likes, a few comments, and that's pretty much it. These ads are the same thing. They're just duplicate ads, I'm pretty sure. So they literally just stole someone's ad to test this product, and they saw that it wasn't doing well. Now, if we keep scrolling a little bit further, you'll notice the first breakthrough here. 16,000 likes, 171 comments. So this was the first breakthrough, and let's take a look at what they did. So the first thing we notice is that they have a different thumbnail, right? They tested this thumbnail of an x-ray on a computer showing the poor posture. So this is a good thumbnail, right? It definitely makes you want to click. But the other thing they changed is that they have their own content now. Before, they were just stealing the content from Body Architect, right? And they had these white bars and it looked terrible. But now they made their own content. And as you can see, as soon as they made their own content, they went from getting like 13 or 8 likes a post to 16,000, right? So this is the ad that they made, and it's actually quite a good ad. Tired of always slouching? This device fixes your posture instantly. And then, no more slouching, maintain form in the gym, realigning the neck, back, and shoulders. So what they did is they sent the product to some people who could record content. Maybe one of these people is actually the owner of the store. Either or, it doesn't matter how they did it. They got content made and then they edited their own video ad together. And that performs a lot better than just stealing people's ads. So that's one of the main points I want to get across. Most people would have stopped testing right here and they would have thought the product was dead. And, they have the mentality of testing new products instead of testing new ads. And that's one of the main things I want to get across is you need to test more ads rather than test more products. So as soon as they tested their own ad with original content, they actually started doing really, really well. So for a little while, they were running that one ad that they found, the first ad that they made. They had a bunch of different, not versions, but a bunch of different posts with the same ad. And then eventually they started testing a few more things. So this is still August 5th, right? This is only 7 days after they started the store, or after they started testing this product. So then on August 18th is when they started testing new things again. So they started testing different thumbnails, right? So let's check out. So this one has a different thumbnail. It might have a different ad as well. So no, this is the same ad, different thumbnail. So they tested that. They were able to scale it a bit, nothing crazy. If we keep scrolling, we'll look here. No more slouching with this. I think this one is actually a different video. So let's take a look at this one. Oh no, this is actually the same video once again. So just a different thumbnail. And then let's take a look at this one. This one, here we go. This one is a different video. So on August 19th, they started testing a different video. And this is actually the same video, but with a different scroll stopper. So if you look at this one, you'll see that the scroll stopper here was the guy on the computer, tired of always slouching, sad face, right? On this one, it's the same guy, but he's doing a side-by-side comparison, and they're writing, slouching is a problem for most of us. So they're just doing a side-by-side showing how, and then they have that little, they have this pop-up thing here that outlines the right side. So this is a really good scroll stopper, and they tested this, and then they were able to scale this ad again, right? 1,400 shares. So this scroll stopper did well for them as well. So now here, I'm sure we have a mix of both. Yeah, this is the new scroll stopper. So this new scroll stopper that they tested was doing really, really well. Now this one, they scaled this like crazy. So yeah, so what's the difference here? So this is actually very, very interesting. So they started testing the contrast between the two videos here, right? Let's take a look. Yeah, so if you look at this one, this left side without the posture corrector actually has like no color. It looks very cold. They took out the color. And then in this one, they made it warmer. The color is more visible. So there's like, it automatically takes your attention to the right side, right? So this very, very subtle change in scroll stopper. This one just looks kind of sad and this one looks more happy, right? So they have different colors for each side, and then this device corrects it instantly. So they tested all these very, very slight changes in scroll stoppers. And this change was huge, right? They were able to scale this 50,000 likes, 17,000 comments. Just a very, very slight difference in scroll stoppers. It's almost the same thing. Now, if we scroll a bit further to September 8th, we can see that this is when they launched, once again, a new ad. I think it's the same ad, but different scroll stopper. This one is no more posture loss, and this is an animation. So an animation like this is obviously gonna get your attention, right? If you're scrolling through the feed, and then all of a sudden you see this is definitely gonna make you stop scrolling to at least see what's going on. So they get your attention with this. And then same ad, right? They literally just added a little clip. They added this 4-second clip to the start of the video. And this is exactly what I mean when I say test more scroll stoppers. That's all they did. They tested a 4-second clip in front of the video. And look at how much they were able to scale this. 6,000 comments, 11,000 shares, 25,000 likes. So absolutely crazy results. And all they did was added this little clip. So now, this one is even crazier. 177,000 likes, 19,000 comments, and it's the same thing, no more posture loss. And you can see by the number of shares, not all of their videos they tested were successful, but then you have some like this, 180,000 likes. They also tested different ad copies, right? So like this one here, this was just their standard ad copy. Slouch much, good posture prevents aches and stress on neck/back. And then in this one, they were testing sort of a testimonial ad copy. I was a chronic sloucher with poor posture due to a lifetime of computer work and bad habits. This device is a total game changer. So they're really testing all these different things. That's the same ad copy here. Now here they're testing a different scroll stopper once again. Now this one didn't do as well, right? This one kind of looks silly. See, another thing they're testing. They tested drawing a line on the back showing the curve. Right? So very, very slight changes. They're trying to do like little mind games to get your attention. And so this is really what people don't see behind a 7-figure monthly campaign, is all the testing that goes into it. They don't just make one ad and then get it right the first time. They test all of this, all these different ads, and then they have to test all these different ads with all the different audiences that they're targeting. So it's really an insane amount of testing that goes into a campaign like this. So I scroll down all the way to October, and this is when they started testing new content again. So if you look at this video, you'll see that they have this new clip with this side-by-side of this guy here. And this is really, really well done scroll stopper. So in this first one here, they just show the side-by-side comparison, right? Slouching is a problem for most of us. And then they put a square around the right side with a very bright color. So that gets your attention. And then they did it again here. This one is the same thing, but instead of just the square, never mind. I thought they circled it. Maybe the next one. So this one is a different thumbnail, right? I think it's the same ad with a different thumbnail, and I think it'll show you what I was trying to show next time. Yeah, there you go. It pops up here, and then it also circles the product, right? So that's a really, really effective scroll stopper. People are going to be scrolling through their ads, and then there's no way there's no way that this isn't going to grab their attention. And then you combine that with this thumbnail that they use, right? This really attention-grabbing thumbnail. This is what you get: 70,000 likes, 35,000 shares, 55,000 comments, right? And the way that they're able to do this is by testing all these different tiny things until they find that one combination that works really well. So if we keep scrolling, you'll see that they have a ton of these ads here. This is when they were just, they were testing different ad copies here. Slouch much, no more slouching, 85,000 likes. Really, really impressive store. And the way that they run these ads is really great because they just keep on testing. They're never satisfied. Like most people, when they have a campaign like this, that's bringing in, a ton of visitors, a ton of traffic, millions of views, people would be happy with that. They'd be proud of themselves and they would give themselves a tap on the back and just leave it at that. But these people, they just keep testing new things. They keep innovating and keep making new scroll stoppers. Let's see what's different about this one. This is just another ad copy, right? Fix slouching and poor posture naturally. So they're just making little changes just so that they can scale it more, right? Because these little changes are going to appeal to different audiences, and then they can sell to large. They're expanding their audiences by testing new ads. So let's keep scrolling for a bit. So I kept scrolling until March, and they're still testing new creatives, right? So this is the same thumbnail that they were working with a while back, but they're using a different scroll stopper. So this is the exact same scroll stopper as the one that they had with the man and the side-by-side comparison, but it's a woman this time, right? So this appeals to different audiences, and they're going to be able to scale this ad to different audiences. And so, as you can see, this one did quite well. And, this one here, probably the same ad. Yep, same ad. And then this one here, again, 13,000, 6,000 comments, 3,000 shares, and it's just the same thing. So what they're doing is they're testing things based on what worked in the past, and then they want to expand it to different audiences, change little things, change the ad copy, change the headline, all these different things, right? If you scroll through AdSpy for yourself, and you can do that by getting the free trial with the link in the description, and look at these ads for yourself, you'll see all the tiny different changes that they make. I wanted to, I wanted to cover as much as possible in this video, but it would just be way too confusing to go through all the different things that they tested. But the main thing is that they tested a lot nonstop, and that's how they were able to stay consistent with one product over a year and still get crazy results. All right, so that is pretty much it for this case study. But before I end it, I want to go over the key success factors for this store. So which factors I think played the biggest part in making this store so successful. So number one is that they were focused on testing more ads instead of testing more products. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see people make. And this is the majority of people, is that they're focused on testing products instead of testing ads. And this is a very big difference. And if you saw when I was showing you in AdSpy, that the first ad that Little Style Shop tested for the posture corrector was just an ad that they stole from someone, right? And that ad did terrible. And that's what most people do. They're going to steal an ad from someone to test a product. And if that doesn't do well, they're going to say, oh, that's a dead product, or oh, it's a saturated product. And that's not the case. So you have to be, you can't be so quick to blame the product, but instead blame your ads, right? If you're using content that's been seen millions of times already, it's not going to have the same effect on people. It's not going to have the same impact. And Facebook's not going to like it, and your results just won't be good. And so you have to make your own ads and ideally make your own original content, right? And that's what this Little Style Shop did. And as soon as they made their own original content, they went completely viral, as you saw with, as I showed you in AdSpy. So that's the first thing. Focus on testing more ads instead of testing more products. Now, the second thing is that they were selling a proven product. It's a product that's proven to sell very well, and it meets all of the criteria that I outline in my ultimate product research guide. So if you haven't seen this video, I definitely recommend that you watch it. I break down, what a winning product looks like and how to find them. And this is actually a screenshot from that video, breakdown of a winning product. The first thing I said is that a winning product needs to be in high demand, and that problem-solving products are always in high demand. And so this posture corrector, it's always in high demand because it solves a massive problem. And that's why they've been able to be consistent with it month over month for almost a year now. So that's the first one. The second one is low availability. As far as I know, it's not found in stores, and it's a new product. It's a new, there's been posture correctors in the past, but this is a new version of a posture corrector that a lot of people haven't seen. And so it's a new product. It has wow factor, right? It grabs your attention, especially the way that Little Style Shop advertises it, right? They do the side-by-side comparisons, and they flash the rectangles and stuff. So it definitely grabs your attention. And then the fourth point, good profit margins. They definitely have good profit margins, right? I showed you they're selling it for $27.50, and it's $4 on AliExpress. So they're doing over 3x pricing. So it's definitely a winning product. It matches all of the criteria. And so they had a really good product. Now, a few more key success factors. So the fourth one is that they were creating original content for their ads consistently, right? They didn't just stop doing it once. They kept making original content consistently, so they constantly have new content to test and to work with for ads. And they were also properly watermarking their ads. This is also very important, especially when you scale as fast as these guys did, right? Because if they hadn't had watermark, everyone would be stealing their ads, and people are already stealing their ads, but it'd be much worse if they didn't properly watermark it. Now, I wrote here, another key success factor is that they're excellent marketers and they came up with very effective scroll stoppers. I can just tell, right? These aren't just beginner dropshippers who just tested this product. They're very good marketers because they were able to come up with very effective scroll stoppers that really grabs people's attention. And so this is definitely a key success factor. And the last one that I put is customer service. They were offering good customer service. They had 24/7, ticket support, and they also had people answering to comments on their ads. And so if you don't offer good customer service when you're at a scale like this, you're going to get shut down or something's going to go wrong. So you definitely want to be offering good customer service, right? You won't even be allowed to advertise on Facebook ads if you don't have good customer service at this scale. All right, so the last thing before I end the video, I just wanted to add a quick section on what I would have had done differently. So the first thing is that I would have probably done a one product store with better branding to increase trust and customer retention. So you could have built a brand around posture and really focused on that one product that was doing really well for them, right? So all of that ad spend and all of that awareness that went into these campaigns would have actually amounted to something, right? You would have a brand that has awareness after that. And so I think that would increase customer retention. You could probably get better conversion rates, and you would also have a much higher chance of getting an exit, right? If this store was a brand around posture and they showed like investors or something how many posture correctors they sold, how much data they have and everything, they could potentially get a crazy exit on this, like sell the brand for a really big amount. But instead, now they have Little Style Shop, which is just a very kind of spammy looking Shopify store. And they still have crazy sales, but it's definitely not as attractive to investors, right? Versus a real brand that was this successful. So that's the only thing I would have done differently. In terms of Facebook ads and their marketing, I think they did an excellent job. I wouldn't change anything there. All right, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got a lot of value out of it, especially the Facebook ads part where I show you all the different scroll stoppers that they were testing, because I get asked all the time what I mean by testing different scroll stoppers, and I think that's a really good example. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That really helps out the channel, and also leave a comment below telling me what you want to see next. And on that note, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.